So if that's a problem for anybody, they want to hold anything over, that's certainly your choice. Not necessary, but figured I'd throw it out there. Make sure
Who is
everybody
that?
knows.
And who is not attending?
I'm sorry?
Who is not attending?
Joe Mischnicki will not be
Okay,
here.
thank you.
Okay. Our first order of business here before we go, just to get this out of the way. Number 10 on our agenda, Charles Palumbo, 442. Hi, Mr. Palumbo. Your application is incomplete. We can't go forward with it tonight. You want to come up here and I'll explain it to you? Because, I mean, the whole thing is just blank, so we need to have... I don't want to waste your time sitting through the whole meeting here.
Yeah. Page 3.
Alrighty. So, when you look at the application, nothing's filled out here. I mean, when I look at this application, I didn't even know why you're here. Of course, I know by looking at the survey, but I need you to fill this out, okay? Well, this part we have, obviously, but there's nothing here about why you're here before the board. No, I went to the, we saw it, we understand, but this is not something we can go forward with without a filled out application. So it's not a problem for anything, we just hold it over for all purposes till next month, but
Okay.
we're not able to go forward with that.
Done.
So you can take that copy,
What I have, I had gone over it in the office, and I thought it was sufficient, but, okay.
Sure.
All right, appreciate it, thank
yeah,
you.
you're welcome. Okay, back on track here, here we go. First order of business, we'll do our decisions here. The first one is Bedrosian, 21 Jessup. Anybody here for that one? No? Well, they did a nice job on that. We have a decision written to approve that variance. I'm gonna make a motion that we approve that, accept that decision as written.
I'll second.
Jim seconds it. Sentence it.
Give me a second.
Still May, right, Jim? All
Aye.
good, okay. All in favor, that one is done, good. All righty. Paradise WHB LLC, 414 Dune Road. We have a written decision to approve that variance. I'm gonna make a motion that we accept that decision as written. Do I have a second? Second by John. Jim? Jim's okay, I'm okay. Mr. Dan will be abstaining from that one, okay.
Recusing.
Recusing. Thank you.
Yeah.
My God,
It's a little different.
okay. So that was 3-0 because Joe's not here. Good. Catherine Albert and Enzo Morbido. Are they here anywhere? Yeah, we also have a written decision to approve that variance. I'd like to make a motion that we accept that decision as written.
Second.
Second by Dan, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, another unanimous one. All right, and Wendy Barron, 190 Dune Road. Jim, is that yours too? He's not here? It's Nick, okay, we have a decision to approve that one also, so I'd like to make a motion that we go ahead and accept that decision as written.
Second.
Second by John, all in favor?
Aye.
Whoa, okay. All righty. First holdover, number 5, Casey and Megan Shanley. My understanding is you requested a
I
holdover
requested a holdover on that until next month.
for next month? Okay, I make a motion that we hold this over for all purposes until our August meeting.
Second.
Second by Jimmy, all in favor?
Yep.
Do I have to recuse myself?
No, Shanley? No.
I did previously.
You did previously? Then you do, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't remember that you recused yourself. We can talk about
We can
that.
talk about that.
Okay.
Okay, that's held over, Jimmy. All righty. Our next one is WHB 149 Main. I don't think that's happening, right? That was the planning. We don't have anything new on that one. Okay.
Need a motion to hold it over to August?
Yes, we're gonna make a motion to hold that over for all purposes.
Second.
Second by John, all in favor. Good. All right, number 7. 161 Montauk Highway LLC.
Marcus is supposed to come, I haven't seen him, so you wanna recall it?
We can recall that, but. Okay, good. We're into new applications. Glen Edwards, 66 Lake Way.
The applicant?
Yeah, I know. We'll revisit him at the end, okay? Glen Edwards, 6 Lake Way. The applicant seeks variance from 197.6C to construct a 2-story addition with proposed lot coverage of 25.8% of the lot area, where the maximum permitted is 20%, and from 197.6D for proposed side yard setback of 18.3 feet, where the minimum required is 30 feet.
So the applicant, James N. Hume, 323 Mill Road, West Hampton Beach. So this is a property that is located actually the end of the block, adjacent to a huge area of wetlands. It's the last house on the north as you go down Lakeway. And the wetlands on and off the property have significantly impacted the manner in which this property can be developed, pushing most, if not all, pushing the development to the east side of the property, the west side of the property, I'm sorry. So the applicant is seeking to add a 2-story addition to the existing house. The first floor addition consisting of a mudroom, storage, a covered porch, and an elevator. And the second floor having some additional storage, a laundry room, the other end of the elevator, and a media room. And so as was indicated, because of the wetlands pushing this development in the direction that it does, we're looking for some side yard relief. This is the only place that we can really put the addition that we're proposing for the property. And the property is currently in excess of the 20% lot coverage. We are pushing it a little bit further, but if you look at the lot coverage that we're looking at in the context of a full 40,000 square foot lot, we're still a little bit over, but it's 21.5 as opposed to the 25.8 that the wetlands is pushing us to. So it's a very, very, if you've been there, I imagine some or all of you have driven, it's pretty secluded down there, it's pretty well landscaped. It's pretty private, so I'm not sure that any of this will, in any large degree, impact the neighborhood as a whole. So that's in a nutshell.
Kim, you're already over the lot coverage.
Yes, we are.
So you're saying the lot coverage wouldn't be over if we were considering the whole lot, but the wetlands are what's?
Currently, if we consider the whole lot, the lot coverage now would be 18.3. I'm sorry, no, that's not correct. The lot coverage would be, yes, that is correct, about 18%, so it would have been under the 20.
As it is now.
As it is now. And so, considering the whole lot, we're going to 21.5 as opposed to 20, and that's really approximately 600 square feet over the limit.
How new is this house, Jim?
How new is this
It's a
house?
pretty new house.
It's
I
a
thought.
pretty new house, yeah.
Yeah, and now they
Yes.
want to expand it already.
Well, I guess they've lived in it and they have some additional needs, so. And a lot of this is, I mean, there is a covered porch and a media room, but a lot of it is laundry room and closets and storage. And I think legitimately so, it's not located in a manner that this could actually be used as something else, the storage I'm talking about. As we're all aging, people, when they can, would like to have an elevator, so that's certainly a component of the addition.
Okay. So there's, now, so, not only are you looking here for an increase in lot coverage, but also the side yard.
Right. I think the side yard perhaps is a little easier to understand because of where the wetlands that are on the property. That's pushed the entire structure to the west. And there's really, if you accept the idea that they would like to have and may need this addition, this is the only place that addition can go.
How big is the addition again, Jim, please?
1205.
It's 1205, yes, thank you. Now, there is a rather big structure that's already there, although it's not as tall as what the rest of the house, but if you're down there, you saw that huge retaining wall that the driveway runs along, and that's a good 10 or 12 feet in the air already, so there's already an intrusion into that plane from that perspective. And this is not going, this is going out less further than that towards the side lot line.
So the house is 3120 now, is that what I'm reading? I thought it was bigger than that.
Yes.
Huh?
The residence itself is 3120, and they're proposing 1205.
Another 1200.
Yeah. Which is, by modern standards, is not huge. I mean, it's huge, but it's not huge, but it's not, you know,
Modern
it's not
standards,
untypical of homes in this village. in
Well, it
this
is a unique
neighborhood.
location, I'll give you that.
Yes, it is. It is
I
a
will
very
give you
unique
that.
location.
It's
So
certainly a unique location.
you have to drive all the way down there to see that there's anything there, so.
Yeah. I don't know. Do we have anybody out here on this application? Okay, good, we'll give you a moment or two. Okay, so we have a neighbor that wants to speak. How about if we let her
Okay.
speak and then we'll continue? if that's
Sure,
okay.
that's fine.
But
Thank you.
You're gonna take Mr. Hume's spot.
All right. Hello, I'm Sabina Traeger. I live at 4 Meadow Lane. I'm here on behalf of my husband, too. He wanted to make sure I mentioned that.
Okay.
My backyard butts up to this property's backyard. Okay. I just jotted a few things down. So, yes, if you come and visit our property now, I don't even know if the applicants are here. No, okay. You can't see that house. But in the winter, right, I see a very large house there from my property. Okay. And I also want to preface this by saying I'm like actually a little discouraged to come up here because
Could you do me
Yikes,
one
you guys-
favor? Can you pull that microphone
Okay.
down? Because, yeah,
Okay.
that'd be, thank you.
because goodness, you approved all those things at the beginning of the meeting. Like, it just seems like all excesses are approved, or at least at this meeting they are.
Well, today it was, but you could talk to Mr. Hume about some of the ones that haven't been approved.
Oh, good. So that's hopeful then. I also, okay, I want to just say a few other things.
Facts are facts.
If someone buys on the wetlands, like you're choosing to buy on the wetlands with the rules and regulations that come with that, right? And we have rules and regulations for reasons, and I think that when we start not listening to them or not following them, you know, it's a slippery slope. And I do want to say, like, for the village, I see a lot of great things. There are a lot of beautiful things, so I do want to state that. But I also want to say, like, as a resident, I've been a full-time resident for 24 years. The medical building, for example, on the CVS lot, I think it is ugly. I think it is huge and out of place and just right on top of the sidewalk. In
The
addition,
only reason for that is that's part of the B1 district.
so there aren't
B1
setback rules for that?
Think of Main Street, okay? Main Street is your B1 district, so that's it. So
Okay, also the big house behind the post office in the Village Green, that, on that corner, that monstrosity, I drive by that and I'm like, who approved that?
You mean on Church?
I don't know the road, it's like on Beach,
Beach and Church.
yeah, I don't know the side,
So
by
you know
the
what?
funeral.
what I'd like to do is stick to this application.
Okay, well, but I just feel like if, as the village moves in that direction, I don't think it's really good for the character of the village. That's, my opinion. So speaking for this application, my house is 2,000 square feet with the balconies. That's already a big house that was built there and put up. So the addition to the already big house is, nearly the size of the house that I live in now. I already see it. It is big. It will be bigger. I bought there for a reason, because there are rules and, for the village of West Hampton Beach. So I do think it will have an adverse impact on the character of the neighborhood, as I see other things that are going on in the village. As beautiful as some things are, I think that a lot of things do have an adverse impact on the character of West Hampton Beach. I think that's basically it. I mean, if the proposed side yard setback is 18.3 feet and the minimum required is 30 feet, I mean, you're moving that, 12 feet closer to my property line. And what's gonna happen when the other neighbor asks and the
So
other
you're
neighbor
on the
asks?
side?
You're on Lake?
I was actually hoping there was gonna be like some,
Where do you,
right,
you represent your house?
yeah, I highlighted it.
This is our house.
This is my house.
Okay.
So we see this house.
So, Chairman, if I- please identify,
I just want,
this is her house. We're here,
wait, we definitely,
that's her.
right.
This is you, Jim?
That's me, that's us.
Okay.
And then that's
Description of where it is, I think, in relation to
It
this.
is,
Yeah, for the minutes, for purposes of the minutes.
It's 4 Meadow Lane.
Northwest.
Okay.
Yeah, that's northwest, and it's kind of
Diagonal.
corner. The corner's kind of match up.
small corner there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Any other questions? I think I covered basically, I would like the
You think it's too
request
big?
to not be approved.
So you
As
think
a
you
neighbor
think
who
that
looks
it's-
at this house, and he lives in that neighborhood, and it's a slippery slope, and, when do you just say no? It's already a huge house that's on the lot. And if you wanted a bigger property, then move someplace else. Don't buy on the wetlands then. Follow the rules of the wetlands and the village. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you taking the time to come down.
What is she?
Sometimes, like, we're not here, so it was nice that I was home to receive the certified letter. But like, how do you know, like, that their direct neighbor, like, received the certified letter and is fine with it? Because it certainly, like,
We provided an affidavit of service indicating that we mailed to all the addresses that were required by the village code to address the notice to, including the neighbor directly. So that's
Okay.
I just think it's unfortunate. Because a lot of people just aren't here, and
We understand that, but the mailing address that's on file with the village, that's what's going to get these notifications.
no,
So-
I know, but sometimes, like, if you go away and you forward your, you have the post office hold your mail for a week or 2 weeks, and then you get your mail when you come
Mailed out
back.
before more than, how,
I
Megan, how
received it on
long?
It has to
Thursday.
be done 10 days in advance.
Okay, I received it on Thursday, 1 week ago
You can't
today.
control if people go away and when they pick their mail up. The only
Well,
obligation the applicant has is to make the
It's just
notice,
unfortunate.
and they do it by
And it's
certified mail.
certified mail, and I can represent to this board that we did not receive any of them back as undelivered, so everybody who
Okay.
intended to get it got it.
So everybody got the mailing? Okay.
Whether
don't
they
think-
receive it or not, we don't know, but it is, in order for it to come to this, they have to provide an affidavit of service with the receipts that they mailed it within the 10 days, and that is true.
No,
Okay.
I understand, but like, we're going away now. If this happened 1 week later,
Mm-hmm.
I would have received this after this meeting. There's only so much.
There's only so much that we can do, we can't,
In 1 week, and
okay. Well, I'm glad you got to make it in
You
here.
also accept written comment by email or
That's, well, I think her point is, what if they don't even know about it?
Right, if you came back
So-
afterward.
Yeah, I know,
Also, nothing is done in one night here.
that's true too. Is that a
But
shot?
in
Is that a
but in this
shot, Brad?
particular, in this particular case, there is no indication that anybody who should have gotten notice did not get notice.
Gotcha, thank you.
Sure. So,
I hope that answers your questions as best as we
No,
can.
I understand.
Okay.
So, you know, I take her comments.
Jim,
for
it's a
their
big
value.
house, it's a big property,
It
it's a
is.
big ask, you know
Yeah.
that, right?
I understand.
Now, what else can they do to trim this down? Because, you know, the board, we gotta give the smallest variance possible. It's a
Right.
1,200
Well,
square
I'm
foot thing on
certainly
a big
willing
house
to go
already.
Speak with my clients about.
Uh-huh. Hi, Brad.
So this addition is over the sanitary enclosure. Typically, the health department doesn't allow you to go over your sanitary system, so I think in reviewing the addition, we should probably get something from an engineer who has familiarity with these systems to get something on the record to see if this is even possible to the extent of which is drawn.
Oh, okay.
Sure, happy to do
There's a
that.
second story over the septic tank. The leaching field looks open, but there are setbacks with that, and it doesn't seem like there's a lot more room to expand this sanitary enclosure as it is, so I think we should know if it's even possible to do this size addition.
And my guess is that that's why it's a deck there as opposed to living space, but we'll provide something.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty
We'll
important
sharpen our
point, Brad.
pencil and see what
Great.
we can do.
Hey, Jim, I'm also reading I'm gonna make sure I'm reading it correctly. It seems like a lot of the new space is a mudroom, storage, laundry, sort of, I mean, might wanna make a case for why they need so much more storage and utility space. I understand the elevator argument. We get those a lot, where people need an elevator, and it's not really possible to retrofit a house to put an elevator in it, but for mudroom, storage, closet, laundry, storage, it's a lot of storage
Yes.
for,
Well, it's a big house, they need a lot of storage. I'll talk to.
it's a harder case to make out when you're imposing that just for storage purposes.
Right. Yeah, so with that in mind, I guess I would ask you to hold it over for the next month, and we'll be back with some more information and a sharpened pencil.
Sounds good.
So if it's altered the plan, do we receive another certified letter?
No, but we'll file
No.
it with the village, and you can check with Megan, and she can provide it to you.
Yeah, you can check with the village on that. You're not gonna get any more certified.
So
Once
I
the hearing is open, it's ongoing, so you can certainly come next month, or if
So
that
it's a
doesn't,
monthly meeting.
yeah, the next meeting, I believe, is August 21. Okay?
I'm not gonna be in the,
Oh, but just make sure you email at least
yeah,
a second person within my
I'm not gonna
department.
be in the 15th, through probably, maybe, I don't know really. So if you can have it in before then, or just email Brad and then we can try to disseminate it.
Okay,
The next meeting will be August 21st at 5 o'clock.
correct.
Unless they come in late with plans, there's a chance they might hold it over a second time. That does happen.
So just check a website,
Check
Just
with my
check, just call in the building department.
all the buildings.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay. So I make a motion, we hold this hearing over for all purposes.
Second.
Second by Dan, all in favor?
Aye.
All good?
Thank
Okay,
you all.
thank
Good
you,
night.
Jim. Thank you.
Call me tomorrow. Actually, call Megan tomorrow.
I don't know if we have an easel.
Where are we now? Who's this guy? Hey, Sal. Jay Kirk and Bridget Sederfield, 61 White Oak Lane. Nice block. Applicant seeks variance in 197-60 to construct an addition with proposed side yard setback of 29.6 feet, where the minimum required is 30 feet, and with a proposed combined side yard setback of 62.2 feet, where the minimum required is 70 feet.
Thank you.
Mr. Babysitter today. Uh-huh. You guys. Oh, this is all one. Okay.
Okay, good evening. This is Sal Iannone, architect, representing Mr. and Mrs. Sederfield. We're in the audience right here. We are proposing an addition to the house. The property is pre-existing non-conforming in the R1 zoning district. The property has 22,131 square feet, where 40,000 square feet is required. The property has 130 feet of road frontage on White Oak, when 150 feet is required. The lot is approximately 170 feet deep. The existing house is conforming to setbacks and lot coverage, and the existing house has a total side yard of 87.8 when 70 feet is required. The property contains an existing 1.5-story, 4-bedroom home with a full basement. The home contains 2 bedrooms on the first floor, 2 bedrooms on the second floor. The home is set back 71.3 feet in the front, 32.6 on the west, 55.2 on the east, and 54.4 in the rear. The existing house covers approximately 7.6% of the lot. We are proposing to expand the first floor to the rear and to the east side of the house. The rear expansion is to enlarge the living room and kitchen. The east expansion is to construct a new 1.5-car garage with a mudroom. The proposed easterly expansion encroaches into the required total side yard setback approximately 7.4 feet, or 175 square feet. The proposed total side yard will be 62.2 when 70 is required. The easterly side yard will be 29.6 when 37.4 is the difference for the 70 feet. We are requesting 7.8 square feet of total side yard relief. The proposed second-story addition does not require any variances. A similar variance was granted for the property across the street. They were granted a total side yard of 53.1 and 24.8 minimum side yard. I don't believe the mass or the proposed additions will greatly increase the visual impact to the street or to the neighbor to the east. It is my belief that the proposed first floor expansion, new second floor, and 1.5-story garage additions will be an improvement to the neighborhood and will help improve the quality of the neighborhood. Due to the existing residence location on the pre-existing non-conforming lot, there is no other way to add the garage without some kind of relief. It is my belief that the area variance requested is not substantial and is similar to a variance granted in the area. That's it.
That's it, huh? You want to go with that? Is that it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I want to go with
That's the one you
that.
want to go with, okay.
And a copy of the variance for across the street.
Who is that for?
Pasquale. Got more relief than we're asking for.
I remember.
Yeah,
I presented it with Jim Yoon.
Yeah, I remember.
okay. I don't really have anything else.
I don't have anything on this one.
Seems like just need a few side yard, there's no lot coverage, there's no other setbacks needed. It's just the total side yards are gonna be compromised because you're gonna cut into that side yard a little,
Yes.
so. Are the total side yards already compromised?
No, right now he has 70.
He has 70, so it's gonna go down to 62.
But there's no garage now.
Yeah, well,
It's an old house, isn't it?
Yeah. It's block foundation.
Yeah.
It's Probably 50s, 60s.
So,
1920s?
so now, the house, the side yard that's affected, you're gonna go down from 30 feet, it's required, you're gonna go down to 29.6.
Correct.
So really, it's just total side yards we're talking about. I mean,
Correct.
it's 0.4 feet
He's almost
on
at the
that
minimum,
side, so-
correct. Yep.
Okay, I don't have anything else. Anybody, anything else? No, I think we're good, Sal. You folks have anything you want to say? Your house? Neighbor, anybody?
Yes.
Oh, you're a neighbor where?
To the east.
Well, come on up and introduce yourself. Hello.
Hi, my name is Peggy Ann Deneen, and my house is at 153 Onek Lane, which faces Onek, and the backyard abuts Kirk and Bridget's.
Backyards a butt?
Yes.
Mhm,
And
okay.
to begin with, well, we all are, I guess, grandfathered in to that, because I only have .54 acres as well.
Okay.
So there's a whole corner of houses there that got grandfathered in at some point in time before we ever arrived there. My only concern is that my backyard was very narrow to begin with. And I'm trying to visualize, and that's really why I'm here, not for any reason, just to get a better sense of what it is, how close the garage will be to the property line.
Well, what's supposed to be, they need 30 feet. Okay, 30 feet from the end of the garage to the property line.
Right.
They're gonna have 29.4. So,
Okay.
29.4, 29.6, what is it?
Only at one corner
29.6.
though, Jerry.
Pardon me?
It's only at one corner it gets to 29.6. The other corner is still at 31.3, which is
So, it's not something, it's a very, very small, unnoticeable
Well, I'm not
relief.
familiar with these things, and that's why
No, and
I
that's-
came to try to find
Yeah,
out.
and, you know, basically, the side yard setback conforms. Okay, it's less than a half a foot short. So, what
Okay.
they, because of the zoning rules, they're saying you have to have 30 feet on each side, but you want to have a total of 70. So if you have 30 feet on one side, you have to have 40 on the other. And they don't have that total. But the side that's going to be close to you
It's the garage side,
is
yes.
the garage side, and it's less than half a foot,
Oh, okay.
okay? that they-
I didn't read it that way, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, that's, I hope I'm explaining it.
Yes. And what about the density? The density,
They don't, it's not a
That's not
problem.
an
The
issue.
lot coverage is not a factor at all.
okay.
Because we do look at that. We look, you know, we look very carefully at the lot coverage. And that's not a factor at all, so
Okay, well, thank you very much for explaining that. I really very much appreciate
you're
it.
very welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming down and joining us tonight. I don't have anything else. So, gentlemen,
I have a question.
yes,
I just wanted to introduce myself.
please come on up.
I'm sure my architect doesn't want me to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. My name is Tara Noonan. Some of you may remember my dad, Don Noonan, who was an active part of these proceedings for probably 40 years.
For a long time.
I recently acquired the property at 95 Dune Road, and I understand it's under discussion. Last month, when we were submitting our application, there was some concern about the identity of the owners.
Hold on a
This is
second.
not the right
Is this-
application.
I just was calling to introduce myself. That's all I.
Okay, well, let's close this hearing.
Okay.
And then that'd be great.
All right.
Okay, yeah, let's finish the hearing that we have before us. So, anybody else on this application? No. Okay, so I'll make a motion that we close this hearing for a decision.
Second.
Second by Jim, all in favor?
Aye.
We'll have a decision for you next month. Okay? And Palumbo, Mr. Palumbo left?
Yes. That's gonna be held, you should have a motion to hold it over.
Right, well, I was gonna let him come back up, I thought. Okay, so have a motion to hold over Charles Palumbo, 442 Dune Road. Have a second on that?
Second.
Second by John, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. Okay,
Sorry about that. Okay, so as I was saying, last time Nick and I were going over the application for 95 Dune Road and making accommodations.
you-
Nick Vero is the architect.
Okay.
And we've been making lots of shrinkage for the plans. And I know there's a whole other discussion going on, but one of the open question was, who owns the property? And so I live in Charleston, South Carolina. I'm trying to make an effort to come back. My mom's getting older. We're trying to bring her back home. My dad always talked about these venues. I never came with him, I'll be honest with you, so it was always sort of a mystery. But I wanted to assure you that I actually am the owner. I have proof of the corporation. I have proof that we had transfer of the property. The previous owners have absolutely nothing to do with this, because I did have to supply an affidavit of who I was and what I was doing, and I
You think
just,
that there's a problem coming?
I have no idea. I traveled up here for this meeting because we were hoping to be on the agenda. I'm going back to South Carolina next week. We're hoping to get my mother up for a week from Delray so that she can enjoy her property at the Sandpiper. So I made special accommodations to come up to make sure that I could be here, should it be on the agenda. I don't know if I can come to the August meeting. I have a business engagement in Orlando, so I don't know if I can get out of that. But I wanted to assure all of you that I am real. I've been a member of this community since I was 10 years old. We love coming back. My kids come back every single summer. I'm not a phantom.
This is 95 Dune Road.
95 Dune Road, the Egret Dune
You
Corporation.
know the history of that?
I
The
do
hearings
know the
and-
history
and
of
the
it.
Supreme Court ruling on that?
I
and
understand that, and we are investigating, does a decision have to travel with the property? Because there have been more than 10 owners of that property with various corporation names over the last, I think, 18 years. And so we were aware of certain things, but going into this, I could have just moved from Egret Corporation to my name. At the time, because of some stringent guidelines, it made sense to just swap, have me buy the corporation. But the intent is, I have not spoken to the prior owners. I have nothing to do with the prior owners. This is the ability for me to make a recommitment to West Hampton Beach, which I love. And I just wanted to make sure you know that I was a real person, not a front for somebody else. And I want to take the time to be able to do the right thing. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
And we knew your dad.
I'm glad you did. I've met a lot of people who have always enjoyed working with him. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll make a motion that we close tonight's meeting.
Second.
Second by Jim, all in favor?
Which property is 95?